Hey guys, it's Sour. Welcome to a survival games map breakdown of Gangnam, a new SG map on WoodyCraft.net. I'll first give a brief overview of the map, then I'll go through crafting and enchanting locations, then give some suggested callouts for certain areas of the map, and finally end it off with some other pointers. I'm quite a fan of SG, and I also quite like this map. It's a good medium-sized, large enough to spread out all the players, but small enough so that you can find people at the end of the game. It has a bright, colorful oriental theme with vibrant grass and cherry blossom trees, none of those Black Ops 1 colors, and it has tons of chests, more than enough for everyone to get geared out at least adequately and not worry about starving. But enough overview, let's get to some detailed information you may want to know. Here is an aerial view of the map Gangnam. I will use it to point out many key features of the map. First, the crafting and enchanting tables. Very useful things. You're going to need the crafting tables to craft iron and diamond swords, bread if you're low on food, maybe even some armor, and if you're lucky enough to find 8 gold, a golden apple. And of course the enchanting tables are great in late game if you were lucky enough to find the bottles of enchanting. So you can see them highlighted on your screen. I'm fairly sure I highlighted them all, but as you can see, there is no shortage of places to craft. There's basically a crafting table in every structure except for the shrine in the southeast side of the map. And no, I didn't forget to put one at the spawn. Unlike some maps, there is no crafting table at spawn, so you don't need to return there for anything. Just find the nearest house if you want to craft. And as you can see, both enchanting tables are on the west side of the map. That is where you will need to go. Nothing much more to say about that. So, callouts. I made some callouts for this map, and while I'm sure they aren't the best, maybe you have some of your own, the most important thing with callouts is that everyone uses and knows the same ones. So this is my effort to create a common set of callouts that I can use with the friends with whom I play. I tried to make a callout for every hexant of the map. Or no, if there are quadrants, quad is a Latin prefix, hex is a Greek prefix. If quadrant used Greek prefixes, it would be a tetrant, which isn't right. So I would have to use a Latin prefix, which is a sextant. Maybe that's still wrong, but I'm going with that, sextant. So I made a callout roughly for every sextant of the map. I think that's about right. If I made any more, it would just get convoluted, and there isn't much more that you can name on this map. Like, for example, if someone is in between pond and hill, it would be better to say he's moving from hill to pond, or in between hill and pond, or he's at hill from pond side, instead of saying, you know, he's at cherry blossom tree number 13. Because even if we all managed to memorize callouts like that, which we wouldn't, it isn't even more helpful. Usually callouts in SG are to tell your friends what general direction they should head to help you in a fight. And maybe if he's at cherry blossom tree number 13 when you say that, he's going to move. So that uber-specific callout is really not that useful anymore by the time they actually get there. It's more important to indicate direction. Also, I realize for some of the cardinal directional callouts I threw in there, they're probably not going to be very useful in game. All 4 of the peaks and the 4 directional paths. Nobody really wants to pull out F3 and know which direction they're heading, but they're there just in case. I would personally say something like, you know, he's heading down path to village, or he's going to spawn from shrine, he's going down the path between hill and pond, again indicating direction of travel. Now finally, a few tips I can give for this map. Where should you run for an opening route? Well, on this map, there isn't really one way. Like I said, there are a lot of chests on this map, so your opening route should depend on only 2 things: where you spawn and where other people run. You can go for the chest in the middle or not. I personally like to. And after that, just run out the door closest to you. All you should do is stay away from everyone you don't trust and gather your gear. It doesn't really matter where you are or which way you go. Just keep your eyes open and there will be chests. So you don't really need to worry about that. Just don't be following behind someone else and letting them take all the good stuff out of the chests. Just try to find your own way and you should be fine. Second tip, you shouldn't really be running out of food with all the chests around, but if for some reason you are starving and all the chests you find have been looted, there's tons of wheat on the map. You can break the wheat by jumping on it, and then you can craft that into bread. I'll label the wheat on the map as well. There's a huge field of it down by Waterfall under Southwest Path. There's also more than enough in both the village and the small town, so you should never be worrying about food on this map. Lastly, just a small tip. it isn't going to be worth your time to go on a mountain climbing adventure. Don't spend all your time and hunger scaling the peaks thinking you'll be handsomely rewarded at the top. I suggest just staying in the map and gearing up. There's really no reason to climb up there. You're not going to be finding swords and armor, so even if you do climb all the way up and hide there for the whole game and waste everyone's time, including your own, you'll just die right away when it goes to deathmatch, when everyone else is close to having full iron diamond swords. So stay in the map and upgrade your armor and weapons. So that's about all I have to say about the new SG map Gangnam. You can come play this on the survival games server on WoodyCraft.net. More information is in the description, as well as this image that I used with callouts and utility locations. You can check that out if you like. And I hope you enjoyed the video. You are now all Gangnam survival games experts. I wish you luck in your battles, and I will catch you next time.